Welcome to the MS&Me Radio Network. The broadcast shows are for informational and entertainment purposes only. They are not designed to provide listeners with specific personal, medical, or counseling advice. Individuals with a medical issue should always consult their healthcare provider. MS&Me is not responsible for content of individual shows. The views expressed by show hosts or their guests are their own. Enjoy the show.
Hi, I want to welcome everyone to my broadcast, Live in Hope, Focus on Healing, part of the MS&Me Radio Network and Media. My name is Kelly Alderton. I'm a wife, mom, a motivational speaker, entrepreneur. I'm a CBD wellness coach and author of the book called Waking Up from MS, My Journey to Health, Healing, and Living Symptom-Free, which details my over 30-year journey living with and beating MS naturally. You can check that out on Amazon. I want to welcome everybody to the call today because the topic I'm talking about is something that I've been rigorously studying for the past 2 years. And I have to say, not many things have been mind-blowing to me or an aha moment, if you will, about natural healing and our body as this next topic. And the topic is going to be on CBD in our bodies, CBD and dealing with multiple sclerosis. Now, CBD is non-THC, for one thing, to just explain, and not really sure what people know about CBD, the endocannabinoid system, but what I always thought that CBD was pot, was marijuana, that got you high and had those psychoactive properties to it. But what happened 2 years ago is I started to have a lot of my friends with MS, because I do talk with a lot of people with MS throughout the day, throughout the week, year, month. A lot of them are coming to me and saying, Kelly, one thing, what kind of CBD product would you recommend? And secondly, do we even need to take CBD with MS? And I didn't know anything about it. I knew nothing about CBD. Like I said, I always thought CBD was synonymous with pot and THC and getting high, and that's simply not the truth as I started to investigate. And I took that very seriously because I didn't want to give anybody the wrong information. I didn't want to steer somebody in the wrong way. So I took that task to finding out that information very seriously. So I started studying, and I started looking at different CBD products on the market and investigating, why do we need CBD? What does it do in our body? And is it something natural? And does it get you high? And all these different things I really started rigorously studying. And what I found that was so mind-blowing to me is that our body has a whole endocannabinoid system within our bodies with different receptors all throughout our body, throughout our immune system, our nervous system, our lymphatic system, things that control our heart, lungs, brain, liver, kidneys. It was unbelievable to me. I said, after all these years I've been studying health, nutrition, disease prevention, how did I not know about the endocannabinoid system? Because what I found out is it is so pivotal that we know about our endocannabinoid system and how to get it functioning properly if we want our bodies healthy, if we want our bodies to reach homeostasis. It's imperative that our endocannabinoid system is functioning properly. And I don't say that lightly, because what I found, and what you start thinking about disease, the basis for most disease is inflammation. And when I started looking at CBD can naturally help with inflammation. And so this is something, as people living with MS, as I started looking at the endocannabinoid system, and they actually have a condition called clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome, CECD. And when you start looking at that deficiency, I would say most of us in the world have that. Why? Because we're not feeding those receptors. Our body does produce cannabinoids, but not on a level that we need to treat conditions. So we're not producing enough naturally in our body, although our body does produce it. But when you start to think about our diets and pollution and stress and all these things that break down the body, our body simply can't keep up. We do not make enough cannabinoids to help repair and heal our body. And scientists have really been investigating this CECD, again, clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome, and it's been linking it to a lot of different health challenges: fibromyalgia, pain, anorexia, depression, IBS, migraines, multiple sclerosis, PTSD, neuropathy, Parkinson's, autism. All these things have been linked, or this deficiency has been linked to these conditions. So this is why it's so important that we supplement with CBD to get our body back to homeostasis if you want to be healthy. And I don't think there's any way around it. And as people start studying, as science starts catching up, they're going to see it too, but there's a way to do it naturally, and there's a lot of different CBD products on the market, so we must be mindful of that because not all of them are what they seem. And like I said, I started testing out different products, and nothing really lived up to the conditions I was having it help. Parkinson's, RA, MS, migraines, anxiety. So these products weren't really living up to what I had hoped for the testers. So as I kept looking, it just so happened that a past business colleague had introduced us to another company called New You, which is what I'm a part of right now. And when I started having people test out the products, we were just blown away. We were blown away. It helped people with all kinds of conditions. Now, we can't make any medical claims, and we don't. All we can say is all of the people who are giving us testimonial after testimonial about what my CBD products are doing for them, and which is such a blessing because I'm all about natural healing. That's how I beat MS. That's how I'm living symptom-free well over 15 years. It's all by doing things naturally, healing therapies, holistic therapies to heal and repair the body. And I want to remind people again, and I know you've heard me before, talk about MS is not the beginning, it's the end result of something being off and out of balance in the body. So we have to take it upon ourselves to let's figure out what the root cause is and start dealing with it. And isn't it interesting when we start studying the endocannabinoid system and how it can definitely affect MS because it affects all those systems in our body. Central nervous system, our nerve endings, right? Our heart, our lungs, the lymphatic system, our immune system, and all that is all tied in to having MS or MS symptomology. So it's really important that we look at that endocannabinoid system as another facet in our journey to healing. And some of the benefits, that CBD will have specifically for MS sufferers, it will help with chronic fatigue. It helps with aches and pains, neuropathy, numbness and tingling, muscle spasms, mobility issues, anxiety, depression, insomnia. CBD is a neuroprotective. It actually will help with neurogenesis in our body. So it's actually creating new neural cells. I mean, that's exciting. And again, all naturally without side effects. CBD regulates our immune system. Again, it helps our lymphatic system. It helps with migraines, ADHD, PTSD. And I'm just talking about some of the things dealing with MS. Now, for myself, I've seen some great results in that. My friends who are suffering from MS bladder issues, the CBD is helping them. My own twin sister was diagnosed a year after me with MS, and she went the traditional MS protocols to deal with her disease, and it was a slippery slope, and she's more disabled as far as the repercussions from being on the DMD. She is off all of them now and trying to deal with this more naturally. But what I found with our CBD products and my sister Kim, she can now feel her toes. She can feel the bottoms of her feet, and the numbness and tingling in her legs is going away. And I don't say that lightly. The numbness is gone in her toes, the bottom of her feet, and the numbness and tingling is going away in her legs. My sister has not felt her toes and her bottom of her feet since she was 26. She's 48 years old right now. So this is really giving her a new lease on life. And for any of you out there who are suffering like that, I know you know what I'm talking about, that numbness and tingling, it's awful. And it really lets you know that you have that condition. And so for her to start to feel her toes and her bottoms of her feet, she's on cloud 9. So I know you can understand that. And the great thing about it is, by using CBD, she has no side effects. She doesn't have to worry about anything as far as any repercussions like she did from the DMDs. The DMDs made her severely, severely sick and put her in a wheelchair. So that's something we can be glad when we're looking at CBD, is that it's going to go to work in our body where it needs it on the cellular level. And again, I'm not making medical claims. All I can say is what I'm hearing over and over and over again by people using my CBD products. And again, it's not a miracle, right? We're just giving the body what it needs. It's having that clinical endocannabinoid deficiency, right? And then we get all these other health challenges. And it just makes sense. When something is off and out of balance in our body, really that's what led to getting the MS diagnosis in the first place. So when we start looking at the body as a whole, doesn't it make perfect sense to look at CBD that works within the system that's in our body? It's like God made the perfect system and he made a perfect plant to help heal our systems. Now let's talk a little bit about, I know some of you are going to say, hey, well, my doctor's recommending some of the big pharma CBD products. So it's not a full CBD product because, of course, they've adulterated it. They've added chemicals and all these fillers and God knows what else into these other CBD products. And we can talk about some popular ones, Marinol, Sativax, and the Epidiolex. Epidiolex is the newest one on the market. And now I want to tell you, CBD in its natural state, there are no known side effects to it. There isn't, guys. It is giving your body what it needs. Now, when we start to get big pharma involved, when I'm talking about the Marinol, the Sativax, and the Epidiolex, let's go ahead and I'm going to talk about the side effects, okay? I'm going to talk about it and I'm just going to pool them all together because it's horrendous. Let's see. Racing heart, nausea, seizures, abdominal pain, bladder problems, constipation, forgetfulness, stinging sensation in the mouth, trouble sleeping, trouble urinating, weakness in legs, blurred vision, fainting, hallucinations, a feeling of intoxication, slurred speech, paranoia, thoughts of suicide. And now these are again the CBD products that were natural that have now been corrupted by big pharma, and it's going to cause you to feel suicidal. I mean, CBD doesn't work that way. CBD in its natural state is an antidepressant. It's an anti-inflammatory. And so it's just crazy. Now let's talk a little bit more about the side effects. The Epidiolex, which is really popular right now, can give you mobility issues, aggression or anger, weakness, rash, respiratory failure, and tons of infections, liver damage, drowsiness, diarrhea. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, right? It's a money thing with big pharma and trying to take hold of a natural product because they can't make money off of a natural product in a natural state. They cannot put a patent on just a plant, so they have to change it all up. The Epidiolex cost is going to be $32,500 a year, guys. CBD. The CBD that I use, that my family uses, that my MS friends use, nowhere near that, guys. You can get a bottle for $40 or $90 and really start to treat some issues or hopefully help, your body on the cellular level naturally. And so we really have to think about this endocannabinoid deficiency and what that means to an MS body. And we've seen so many great results with our CBD products. And when we start to piece everything together, you can Google CBD and just about any health challenge out there. And there will be studies on it. There will be reports on it. There'll be doctors talking about it, science talking about different conditions and using CBD to treat it. There's over 700 I know of right off the top of my head. And it's not only going to help with MS, I'll just give you some other conditions that it helps with: acne, ADD, ADHD, addiction, AIDS, ALS, Alzheimer's, anorexia, arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, autism, bipolar, cancer, digestive issues like IBS, IBD, Crohn's, diabetes. We know people their numbers have actually leveled out by being on CBD, because again, remember, it's dealing with the body where it's having deficiencies on the cellular level. It helps with epilepsy, fibromyalgia, glaucoma, heart disease. Again, inflammation. We all have inflammation, no matter what. If you say I'm a healthy person or my family members are healthy, you know what? They still have inflammation. Everybody does. It's from our diets. It's from pollutions. It's from toxins, that we're using. So everybody needs to fight that inflammation. It may help with kidney disease, liver disease, metabolic syndrome, migraines and headaches. I talked about that. And in fact, there have been specific studies about migraines and the CECD, the clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. And, this will help with a remember, this is going to help be a neuroprotective. And for anybody, especially nowadays, not just MS people, right? But when Alzheimer's is on a rise, we need to start looking at how we can protect our brain and our cells and our central nervous system. It's going to help with OCD, Parkinson's, schizophrenia, especially insomnia, stroke. There's so many benefits that we can find by using CBD. And again, CBD, there is no THC. And to be compliant with the Farm Bill, we have to fall under that, to have no THC. And my mantra is CBD doesn't get you high, it gets you healthy. And that's simply the case. Now we know THC is going to help in certain applications, but we don't need that to be in homeostasis. We don't need THC right now where we're at, especially with the MS, to start going to work on repairing and healing and things like that. And again, I'm not making any medical claims at all. All I can do is talk about, and I've talked about this with other therapies, when we start looking at the root cause of disease, when we start looking at issues going on in our body and what's lacking, just like a nutrient deficiency. The endocannabinoid deficiency is a real thing. Whether you're taking supplements, this is a supplement you should add into your health regimen. And I cannot say that enough. From all the people that I've seen with MS using CBD. Now, for myself, I and the company that I joined, and I joined for a very specific reason, because again, the people that I were having test the products were having amazing results. My sister with her toes, her feet, and her leg. My friend with Parkinson. My friend with psoriatic arthritis. Family members with RA. Family members with anxiety. The CBD has given them their life back. So we have to take notice here. And again, CBD, no side effects. And that's what I'm looking for, natural ways to heal and help our body get back to homeostasis. Now, for any of you out there who maybe CECD is something new to you, maybe CBD is new to you, maybe you're thinking that, I can't have that CBD, I don't want to get high, I have to take a drug test. Well, I can also tell you that my products have held up to many a drug test. My husband alone has been using our Cafe Canna coffee, our CB2 tincture or oil, and our CBD drops, and also our CBD infused energy drops. Now, my husband's been using those since November. He's taken 3 drug tests because of the position he's in. 2 were saliva. He passed those with flying colors. The second was urine. He just took that a few weeks ago. He passed that as well. We've had people in law enforcement and nurses especially, people in the medical field, teachers, all take the drug test and have come up clear. And again, remember, we're Farm Bill compliant, and you have to fall under certain guidelines for that. So you can be confident in using our products, knowing that you're not going to get high, knowing that you're not going to fail a drug test, but you can just get to work on healing and repairing whatever's going on in your body at that time. For any of you who are interested in more info on CBD, your conditions will it help you? All I can say is all you can do is try. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain by getting on a great quality CBD product. And my products are pure and they're made the right way. They don't have additives or fillers, just like every store now seems to be popping up with CBD. When you start to read the labels, when you start to see, what's going on there, even a study was done where randomly products were bought online, CBD products, and those that were tested, over 70% of them were mislabeled. So here you think you're treating a condition, you think you're helping yourself, but the products have little to no CBD in it. This is why you have to work with a quality product, with a company that has standards, that has certificate of analysis of what's going on with each of the products. And we have that here with my company, New You. If you want more information, I would love to chat with you. Let's see how this can help you and your family. I have my whole family on our products, and I really believe that this is a key to our health, no matter if you have MS or not, and really healing our endocannabinoid system and giving it what it needs. You can connect with me on Facebook at Kelly Alderton, or you can also go to my website, Success with WITH New NEWYOU.com. That's successwithnewYou.com. Check out the product section. But I would love to speak with you more, as I just think this is a huge piece of the puzzle to us being symptom-free with MS. I really do. When you start to study the endocannabinoid system and how we have receptors all over our body, we've got to give our body what it needs. So I would love to talk with you more, and I'm so glad you were able to listen in today, and I hope to bring you some more great topics coming up just on how to heal and repair the body and deal with our body and how we can, hopefully work towards being symptom-free. Again, this is Kelly Alderton. And remember my mantra, CBD doesn't get you high, it gets you healthy. And I look forward to speaking with you soon. God bless.